Hi, my name is Rachelle Smith, entrepreneur, professional speaker, and author. Last time I highlighted the importance of legacy and leadership, and how important it is that you take steps now to establish a positive legacy that will last for years to come, even when you're gone. This time I am so excited to be joined here by my fellow Northwestern University alumna, Siva, who is a predictive analytics, statistics, multivariate data analysis expert for a Fortune 500 company here in the Metro Detroit area. And I thank you so much for taking time out of your morning to meet with me. I know you and your husband have lunch plans here, and so I appreciate your commitment to my folks' success in terms of leadership.
Glad to be here.
Thank you. And so to kick things off, the question I have for you is, a lot of leaders kind of erroneously have this mindset of, I'm just going to go with my gut, whether it's an entrepreneur that doesn't have kind of anyone around him or her challenging their mindsets and their thoughts, or just anyone basically in leadership in any capacity who's kind of basically feel like my gut can give me all the right answers and all that I need. What are your thoughts on the importance of data in regard to leadership and decision making?
Yeah, it's a great question, and I think we've come a long way from the gut feeling, decision-making kind of environment, if I may. So in the past, we didn't have so much information out there, and it was a lot of people went with their gut, and I think it may even have to go back to like leaders were born leaders, and people couldn't become leaders, and so on and so forth. But I think what is so critical today are two things. One is information, and the other is real-time decision making, because we're so global these days. And even otherwise, I think unless you're a company of like 4 customers and you know them really well, then you can use your gut and you can use your, just your information that you know the inside of you, like from what you're having dealt with those people, you can make those decisions. But when we're talking about large companies and just in today's world, I think information and real-time decision making are so important. And I separate information and real-time decision making because it's not always real-time decision making. So a small example might be if you're a company like Amazon and you find that a customer is like hovering over one of your products, you're going to fill your warehouse right then and there with the product that they're looking at. And that's real-time decision making, and that's making them successful. Right? But then if you're looking at, say, HR, employee information, there is not real-time decision making, but you still need to be nimble, so you need to have enough information on hand to know who's going to be leaving my company, what's going to happen to my, that specific team that's supposed to deliver such and such, and how do I go back and plan that workforce. So in order to do all of those things, I think you need information. And it's very critical, I think, today, if you truly want to be competitive, and if you really want to be successful, you definitely need data. Without the data, you can't really be successful in today's world. And data is pervasive today, everywhere, and people are not afraid of data. And I think the common man understands data better today than in the past. And when you provide information, they're able to consume that and able to come to you as a company, whether you're trying to market, any of your products, say, or you're actually trying to sell a loan, a mortgage company. I think anyone requires data today. And without data, it would be impossible to be successful.
Wow. And so basically, what are your thoughts too for the leader, the manager, the supervisor, who is afraid of data?
Yeah. we do have those leaders too in the workforce, and it's interesting because our workforce is an aging workforce really across the globe. And so with that said, we're used to certain ways of doing things. So there are a lot of people who look at data and they're not comfortable with data. So I think what we have today are numerous tools that make it very easy to consume data. They're not giving you information in a table all the time. They're actually giving it to you in what we call descriptive analytics, where you have these charts and you have all of these little graphs that really explain it. It's easy for them to consume that information. And I think it's so critical that all the leaders upskill themselves a little bit if they are not in that phase, to be able to access, look at data, and consume that data. And I think that's very, very critical today. And I do want to say companies across the globe are taking so many initiatives in that direction, making sure that executives are not just people who are dismissing data, but are actually going after it and trying to understand it and consume that data in making decisions. And the other piece too is if you want your company to be a well-oiled machine and you want everything to go well and you still want to see results, you want your profit to go up, you certainly need to have enough information to say, here's why I'm making this decision. And if the decision goes well, wonderful. If it doesn't go well, you go back and look at the information that you used to make that decision. And you may have to fine-tune a little bit. And I think people didn't have that luxury in the past. They were making a decision, and then you do a little bit of analysis. You still don't know why, what went wrong. And you use your gut and you modify the decision a little bit. We're no longer in that space. We really have so much information. And so I think leaders are starting to recognize that. They're understanding I can explain the decision using this data. And I can modify my decision. Because if things change, I may have to do some adjustments in order to get the right results. So I think we're in a better space, but there's still a lot more that needs to happen with leaders embracing data and working with the data analysts and data scientists and making them very critical for companies.
Interesting. And so it sounds like leaders are really, companies of all sizes around the globe are really getting the fact that the data is worth the investment.
Correct. Yes.
Because I'm guessing there's some, and you probably heard it.
Yeah.
Do we really want to invest in this? Is it worth our money?
Yeah.
We could be spending this elsewhere.
Right.
What are your thoughts on that, just in terms of the positive ROI, return on investment that you would see?
Absolutely. That's another great question. And I think many companies, including the one that I'm working in, I would say that we really value data. Data is an asset these days. And they are trying to make sure that there is a dedicated team that's actually looking at data and helping all of the other functions within the company be able to use that data and make decisions based off of that data. And each and every day, they're seeing the results of data playing a very key role in their ROI. So I think it's very easy to quantify and very easy to show how data was used in the decisions and how it actually benefited the company. So I think many companies are recognizing that, and in the past, a lot of companies had a small analytics team which was part of the IT organization. So many people had confusion. What is IT? And people didn't really understand analytics, and they generally said analytics is IT, which is not true. I think now companies are coming to recognize IT is really a platform where you've got all your stuff and you've got your data, it's all assembled, you've got your stuff, your foundation, but analytics sits on top of that, where people are accessing that data and creating results for you. And all these people who are up here, the analytics people, are truly service providers to all the functions within the company. So they're all depending on them. Sort of like, I would say, HR. HR is a business team, but at the same time, they are service providers to all the other functions. So it's exactly the same way with analytics. And people are recognizing that and they're really getting it. In fact, there was an article in HBR about the data scientist is the sexiest job in the 21st century. So it's become such a sought after job, and I would also like to comment the predictive analytics. The degree that we have at Northwestern seems to have a lot more people graduating out of that group versus like all of the other the professional studies, which is like after work, or people who are already in the workforce trying to take classes. You see a lot more people graduating out of the predictive analytics degree. So I think there's people coming, are going to school for it specifically. It's become and we didn't have those degrees in the past. So it's amazing like how the schools are recognizing that, companies are recognizing that, and we're all moving towards data. And I think data is a journey, and every company is at a different level, and they're all trying to move as fast as they can so they can actually put data to full use.
Wow. What did I tell you? She's very passionate about her data. And because you got your MBA from Wayne State, and then
Yes,
you worked
I
in
did.
IT for a while.
Yes.
And then she got her master's degree from Northwestern in predictive analytics.
Yeah.
And so graduated last year.
Yeah.
3 months after that, now teaching
Yes.
descriptive analytics type course at
Yes,
University of Michigan.
Yes, I am. Yeah, yeah.
And so she loves data. And so
Yes.
for those particularly, I mean, I have folks of all ages who tune in.
Yeah.
For those folks who particularly, perhaps maybe they're already thinking about majoring in it or
Right.
pursuing a career
Right.
in statistics to be a professional statistician, I mean, what advice do you have for those?
I think it's one of the best jobs today, because it's not like any other job, in the sense that you're not honed into like one area only.
Okay.
You are really, if you know data and if you can work with data, and if you're a data scientist, you can work in any group. So you don't have to be tied to automotive. You don't have to be tied to banks only. So there are so many degrees that really tie you to one specific, type of business. This is not like that. You can be anywhere. You could be in healthcare, and you can be a data scientist and doing wonderful stuff there, and going there. And from healthcare, you can easily move to a bank, or you could easily move to automotive or any of those. So I think it's and data tells you so much. So you learn so much about the various functions and the businesses. So I think it's a very exciting space to be in, especially today, and it's a growing place. So I would really encourage anybody who's interested in learning. If you're interested in statistics, if you're interested in analytics, go for it, because you're going to be very, very successful.
That's why anybody who meets her and you have a discussion about statistics and data, you really kind of think to yourself like, wow, this seems like this would be a great fit. And it's like, well, no, but thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for sharing your passion, your insight for data, statistics, to help empower others to become better leaders. So again, I wish you continued success.
Thank you.
And I thank you so much for your time. Make it a wonderful day.